I hope. Okay. All right. Next thing we're going to do today is this. And so let me get this started. And I'll put the link in the chat here in just a second. Okay. All right. Here's the link. And here is the code. Okay. All right, you guys, join me. One more. Who's not in? Arshad? All right, here we go. Ready? Let's practice. All right, muy bien. 101. Muy bien, you got this. Okay, let's keep going. Think of the metric system. Maybe, you guys. I hope we don't have to log in again and all. Okay, muy bien. 1000. Good job, you guys. 853. Ooh, they're getting tricky on us. 53. Muy bien, 853. Can't trick you guys. Good job. Okay, so we had 879. 800. 7 is siete, so 70 y 9, right? So it should be this last one. 70. 60 is 6, because if you think about 6 is seis, right? There's no T in that word. Okay, so that helps you kind of remember the difference, because they do sound alike. All right, 465. See the first one up there. 465, right? 65. Good job. Yay, good job. No, 938. Good job. All right, good job. 938. 938. Great job. Okay, 767. This is all those words all together, right? All the ones that sound alike. So if you said 767, you're absolutely right. Okay. Remember, if 6 is 6, then it's 60. 7 is 7, so 70 with the T, right? Muy bien. Okay, so 357, so would be 357. So if you answered this third one, you're correct, except it had I understand your choice because this one had a spelling error in it, right? But 50 is 50. So good job if you picked up on the spelling error there. Yeah, happens. All right, 665. So 600, and then 65, 65. So the last one, you guys. 6 has no T in it, right? In Spanish. So it should have been this last one. Okay. Yeah. Let's go to the next one. Okay, there it is. Okay, 889, 889. Good job. Great job, you guys. Okay, that was 10 questions. I think that's plenty. How are you feeling about these big numbers? Give me a 3, 2, 1, clase. 3, you're feeling pretty good. 2, not so meh. 1, I have no clue. 3, 2, 1, what do y'all say? Marleisha, good? 2 is meh. 3 is good. Yeah, you can have a 2.5 or anything like that. Absolutely. 1 is, I don't know any of it. Yeah. Okay. Muy bien. Yeah. Just be careful, with that 7 and 6, right? If 6 is seis, no T. 7 is siete with the T. So 7D, right, is going to have the T, right? Setenta. Okay. All right. Muy bien, clase. So, here's the next part of our journey here. I forgot to change my background, didn't I? The next part of our journey, you guys, is los verbos irregulares en el pretérito. So we're still working in the past tense, but now we've got these irregular things. Okay. There are no guided notes for this. Everything will be in Canvas for you to access, but we need to start looking at them today. So I'm going to start by showing you just a short video. Hopefully it'll load. And as an introduction today, we'll look at them together. We'll practice a little bit together. And then I will give you some work time or whatever if you need work time. But I think everybody's caught up. I think you guys have done a really nice job of staying caught up. So no problem. Okay. All right. Let me get that little video pulled up. The rest of this unit, you guys. Yeah, I don't know if y'all heard me, but the rest of this unit is based on irregular verbs. Okay, it's a verb fest. The verb fest continues. Okay, give me 1 second. Let me get there. Okay. All right, once again, make sure that y'all can hear me. Make sure y'all can see.
Hola, estudiantes. Up to this point, you have learned a lot about the preterite tense, regular AR, ER, and IR verbs, as well as several irregular verbs. Today, we're going to review 2 more irregular verbs in the preterite, decir and hacer. One thing these 2 verbs have in common is that their preterite stem has an I as the stem vowel. For decir, the stem is spelled D-I-J, and for hacer, the stem is H-I-C.
Okay, I'm going to pause it. Can y'all hear me? Give me a thumbs up. Okay, so what makes these irregular is what you're seeing on the screen. Okay, we're talking about in past tense. Okay, so if decir means to say, so past tense would be I said, you said, he said, we said, they said. Okay, so again, what makes it irregular is our stem. DEC becomes DIJ. Okay, hacer, you guys, is to do. So notice the stem becomes HIC, right? So I did, you did, he did, we did, they did. Okay, past tense, to say and to do.
These two verbs also share a very similar set of endings, not only with each other, but with other irregular preterite verbs you will learn. Let's take on decir first. Dije, dijiste, dijo, dijimos, dijisteis, dijeron.
Okay, so once again, it's IR. It's an IR verb. Our preterite endings and eron. So that's not anything new. IR verbs. Okay. So again, the only thing that's different is the stem here. DEC becomes DIJ. Totally different word, right? It's kind of goofy.
Notice that none of these preterite forms has a written accent. Now, look at hacer. Hice, hiciste, hizo, hicimos, hicisteis,
Okay. So I
hicieron.
did, you did, he did, we did, they did. Look at this now. So why does this become a Z? Because in Spanish, if you have a C and an O together, right? Like if you look at my background, if you can see my word here, conocer, C and an O together make a K sound. Well, that's not going to work here because it's hacer. Okay, hice, hiciste. The only way to make a S sound, hizo, is with the Z, because otherwise it would be eco, and that's not the word. Okay, so it's all based on sound, unfortunately, just something we have to remember. Okay, so I did, you did, he did, we did, they did. And again, we'll practice this again, right, you guys? And it'll all be in Canvas. So hice, hiciste, hizo, hicimos, hicieron. The only way to keep the S sound is to change it to a Z.
Notice anything strange? The third person singular form is spelled with a Z instead of a C. As always, let's see these new verbs in action. El año pasado, durante las vacaciones, no hice nada
Okay, so
divertido.
last year, el año pasado, durante las vacaciones, during vacation, no hice nada divertido. So hice, you guys, is a first person singular. So I didn't do anything fun. Last year during vacation, I didn't do anything fun. Okay, hice.
Ven a comer. Lucía hizo unas empanadas muy ricas. The verb hacer is a great tool for asking people in general what they did in the past. ¿Qué hiciste ayer? ¿Qué hicieron tú y tu familia el sábado? ¿Qué hizo usted
All right.
la semana
¿Qué
pasada?
hiciste ayer? So real quick, you guys, who can tell me on hiciste, what is this asking? ¿Qué hiciste? If ayer is the word for yesterday, who are we talking? Okay, one more time, sorry. First question, ¿qué hiciste ayer? If ayer means yesterday, what do you think the question is asking? Type it in the chat, please, or you can unmute. What do you think the question is asking? ¿Qué hiciste ayer? Very good, Marlasia. Again, you can type it in the chat or you can unmute. Okay, so that would be this year. This is hacer, right? So what would it be? Jamarian, what do you say? Arshad? Good, Jamarian. Yeah, muy bien. What did you do yesterday, right? And we know it's you, tú, because of the iste ending, right? Okay. How about this last one? ¿Qué hizo usted la semana pasada? What's your guess on this last one? How could we translate that one? ¿Qué hizo usted la semana pasada? What does that mean? It's usted, right? What do you think? ¿Qué hizo usted la semana pasada? Arshad, what do you think this could mean? Pop it in the chat, por favor. Jamarian, what say you? It's usted, right? Still the verb hacer. So how would we translate it? Yeah, good, Jamarian. Anyone else? So usted is formal, right? For you, singular here. So what did you do last week? La semana pasada, right? What did you do last week? Okay. All right. If you're not seeing that, let me know. Okay.
And these questions are general, so you don't have to answer them with the verb hacer, but rather with any verbs that describe your activities. ¿Qué hiciste ayer? Fui al centro comercial con Carmen.
Okay, so let's stop and let's see what point she's trying to make. So when she's talking about the verb to do, it's a general thing, right? So it's kind of like a fill in the blank. Okay, if somebody says, "What did you do yesterday?" in English, okay, would you respond by saying "I did," unless you say, "Oh, I did the." Okay, in other words, you're not necessarily going to use hacer in your answer because it's asking you, what did you do? So I went swimming, I swam, right? I rode my bike. You're going to fill in the blank. Okay, does that make sense to you guys? Yes. So here she's saying fui, right? I went, or I went would be a better one, to the mall with Carmen, right? So in other words, whereas in the past, we always restated the question in our answer, like using that same verb, but not here because it's a general open statement. You're needing to fill in the blank, right? With the activity that you did. What did you do? Okay.
¿Ana y Nancy te dijeron su secreto? Sí, me dijeron que mañana hay una fiesta en su casa.
Okay. So this is decir, right? To say. So how would we translate the question? Ana y Nancy te dijeron su secreto? What are they saying here? What do y'all guess? Dijeron, said, right? So what's all the rest of
When
this?
you use decir to repeat,
I didn't mean to do that. Let me go back. Okay, so what do you think the question is asking? You have to understand what they're asking in order to understand how it works. If dijeron is said, what do you think the question is asking? Arshad, Brooke, Alicia, what's your guess? What do you think a secreto is? What does it look like in English? Secret. Okay. So if dijeron is said, what do you think the question is asking? Or told, whatever. What do you think the question is asking? Yes. Did Anna and Nancy, good job, Malaysia, tell their secret to you? Remember the me, te, le, right? Nos and less, right? So did Anna and Nancy tell the secret to you? Okay. Yes, they told me that tomorrow there's a party in their house, right? They told me, or they said to me. Okay. All right. One more thing here. We only have a few minutes left.
Fiesta en su casa. When you use decir to report what someone said, it is always followed by the word que. No hice la tarea anoche. ¿Está bien? No, la maestra dijo que no está bien.
Okay. So you didn't do your homework last night. Are you all right? No. The teacher said that it's not all right. So she said that. Okay. So when you're reporting what somebody said, you have to use this word que. Okay. All right. We're going to stop it there. We'll revisit this tomorrow, obviously. Okay. So just know that's the direction we're headed with hacer and decir. We'll spend most of our class period on it tomorrow with some practice. And that's about it, you guys. Any questions, preguntas? All right. We have 2 minutes left. I would like for you guys, if possible, to check in VHL and make sure that you have everything completed, okay, before you get out of here today. That would be my choice. With a little more practice. Let's see. Okay. So there are 3 new VHL assignments from Monday. A couple of you managed to complete them. Some of you have not. So I still see 3 assignments that are blank. Okay. Okay, check the chat. I may have sent you a message. You guys did a great job getting those done Monday. Yes, you guys, I'm looking at that grade book and it's all lovely. Marlacia, I I'm not sure. Here, I'll just send you a chat real quick. Okay, you guys, Marley should check that out. Quick question for you. Have a great rest of your day. See you tomorrow. We'll practice some more with these irregulars. Okay. Adios. Have a great rest of your day. Adios. Marley, did you see my note to you? Yes. Okay. Perfect. All right. Adios. Arshad, Brooklyn, Joe Marion. Adios.